One thing that I have frequently said over the last couple of years in videos is that elected Republicans live in fear of their base, MAGA voters, because MAGA voters are crazy and violent and love issuing death threats to members of Congress when they vote in a way that displeases Donald Trump. They're fucking nuts. And so elected Republicans live in fear of their base. Elected Democrats could give two shits about their base and the things that their base wants. They have absolutely no fear whatsoever of their base because they know that their base will never protest by voting for a Republican. And so most elected Democrats do not care at all what their base thinks. And I think that was exemplified so deeply a couple of days ago when the House of Representatives voted to pass a bill to send an additional $3.3 billion of our taxpayer money to Israel, which is still conducting a genocide against Palestinian civilians inside the Gaza Strip and pretty much in the West Bank as well. And when the House voted to pass that bill, sending $3.3 billion to Israel, something like 125 or 150 Democrats voted in favor of that bill. They voted to pass that funding bill for Israel, demonstrating, I think, conclusively that they could give two shits what their base voters think. They don't care at all what their base voters want or believe or think that Democrats should be doing in Congress. They don't care. They do not care at all. And because, they're fully aware that polling, especially among the Democratic base, has turned sharply against Israel over the last couple of years because of what it is doing inside the Gaza Strip to Palestinian civilians. Their support for this Israeli government and Israeli military has absolutely fallen off a cliff with Democratic voters. 125 or 150 House Democrats voted for this bill anyway, knowing that the midterms are coming up this November because they know that their voters are not going to protest by voting for a Republican. And they know that there's no third-party candidate who can beat any of them. And so just like, and here's the kicker. They're right. They're right. Because elected Democrats know that their voting base is comprised of people who care about this country and who are not going to be so completely nihilistic as to replace them with Republicans, because Republicans are lunatics who are subservient to Donald Trump and are terrified of their own base. They're right. They know that we, as people on the left who care about this country and care about voting, they know that we're stuck. They know that we are stuck. I'm not a Democrat. I haven't been a registered Democrat in over 20 years. But I always vote for Democrats because I'm not a sociopath and because I care about other people and because I care about people in this country who don't look like me and who don't love the way I do. And so it's like that 125 or 150 Democrats who voted in favor of that bill a couple days ago to send $3.3 billion to Israel, every single one of them just held up a gigantic middle finger right in your face. And it's like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything about it. So sit down and shut up. That is elected Democrats' attitudes towards their own voting base. Cool.